Now checked in for the Tide, as has Jaron Stevenson. Philon for three.
Too much on the ball and nobody on the weak side. Just a quick slip to the bucket for the easy dunk.
Philon hesitating,
and he didn't quit.
Philon still going. Spins off the back of the eye.
Another pass.
How did he find Stevenson? Philon.
You tapped it out, and that essentially served as the pass that led to the three-point shot.
A clean look.
Cutter. He's had some great games this year. 30 against Georgia, 25 against Texas A&M.
1 year.
How impressive has this Florida defense been early in the second half?
Whoa!
They can play slow.
They've had 6 different players lead them in scoring this year. They don't rely too heavily. Youngblood to the corner. Philon there. Played in the reap. I would think Auburn is still a 1 seed in spite of the loss with the body of work they've put up.
Florida handoff action, and Ruben Chinulu screens off Cliff Amore. He screens help better than any big guy. And
Philon, the freshman who was so good in the quarterfinal win yesterday over
to Florida, and before he was injured, he is more than a handful.
Philon with a beautiful chance to play and came in and started knocking down shots. Kind of just forced his way into the rotation. They had some injury. Return the favor with a dunk at the other end.
And Condon screened off the help defense again.
Nelson with the running. Philon in the tie.
And Alabama out in transition again.
What a play by Clayton. Lead to that fast break bucket for the Gators.
It's that free safety in here.
Off the
Philon. Good help by Condon.
Chris Youngblood with his stolen by Stevenson.
Youngblood fortunate. He had his arm wrapped around Condon.
Youngblood a miss. What a combination of speed and power there by Elijah Martin.
A year ago, he's played 9 minutes. He's got 9 rebounds.
Yep.
He's been great.
Amore from
his great footwork by Thomas Houck.
Philon strips.
Aberdeen's one of them.
Blocked. Both Amore and Stevenson were there. Youngblood again. Stevenson the rebound.
Of the many things you like about Florida, they can play at different tempos. They can play fast.
Again, if somebody needs a break or somebody gets in foul trouble. Philon, look at how hard he's having to work. Diabate kicks it out. Is the highest point total in an SEC tournament game. For the Gators, number 22. Holloway, no, and choose so many different ways.
One of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. You've got to lay a body on someone and fight.
Will Richard lays it in.
By Philon.
He had 21 points, 4 assists yesterday in a 29% from 3 on the season. But he's got the green light, and he seems to make them at big times.
Yeah, you don't want to let him get his feet set and dare.
Condon will try a 3. And the offensive rebound, Richard spins, hangs, and hits. Elijah Martin to Clayton.
Good pass.
Right back out to a wide open Clayton, who not make that happen.
Yeah. Good luck.
Watching these two teams play is so much fun. Klavjar,
a good job, even in transition with that double drag. That's hard to guard. And Labaron,
33-29, less than 10 minutes in.
How fun is this?
Aberdeen, the turnaround.
But in this game, it's going to be available.
Clayton open. Got it. Nelson a little slow to get up and grimacing. Martin, the baseline drive and lay. Switches out onto Clayton. Left the 3 short, and it belongs to ball screen. Clayton refuses it. Whips it past to Aberdeen. And D is not on the Alabama bench. Again, the last information we had, a left leg injury, questionable to return. Out to Condon, back to Clayton.
Rebounding for Alabama is going to be a 5-man job.
The pull-up, short. Hand-locked it. Richard in some traffic on the baseline. Tough shot. What a move by Clayton. The finish for Condon.
Huge part of last year's team before he was injured. One of the best rebounders in the country. Stripped him.
A cut by Aberdeen. A tip by Handlockton.
Yeah, I know this is not a happy time for Alabama. They wanted to come in here and win this tournament. But now that this is basically decided,
you know, for Alabama, the seed is one thing. The health of Grant Nelson is another. That obviously is, I think, going to be the first question or the biggest question for Nate Oates after the game. How is Nelson?
know that.
The crowd wants Anderson to put a shot up. He does!